What kind of section is this?
Medial.
Sagittal. Sagittal. Mid-sagittal daw.
Significant structures of the medial surface of the brain.
Okay, so orienting you again, like every other videos, this is the anterior side of the brain. This is the left cerebral hemisphere. So the anterior and then the posterior side. This is the lateral side, visualizing the temporal lobe and the parietal lobe, and then this side, this is the medial side. What kind of section is this?
Medial.
Sagittal. Sagittal. Mid-sagittal daw. Yeah. Okay, game.
Okay. The most unique part that you can see there is the corpus callosum. Okay, identify the parts of the corpus callosum.
This is
the rostrum,
this one
the trunk or body, there,
here,
and the splenium.
Galing.
Alam ko selenium.
Okay.
Splenium, not selenium.
And then
You can see
the fornix. Nakikita ba yung fornix?
Veg, yeah.
Fornix.
Show the fornix.
Yung parang nagsistretch na something.
here.
Yan. Oh, tapos ano yung sinasabi mo kanina? Yung monro mo.
Wait lang. Ito muna. This fiber or flap of tissue here. This is your septum pellucidum. Right there. And then if you retract it, you can expose the lateral ventricle right here. So the lateral ventricle is where my forceps are inserted. Right there. So for the lateral ventricle, you have both the anterior horn and the posterior horn right here. Right there. So it is important to note that these ventricles are the important site of the production of your CSF through your choroid plexus. So let me this granular
Structure.
This granular structure that is your choroid. Who's doing
Sorry,
that thing?
it's me. Sorry!
So this one is your choroid plexus.
Who's doing that thing?
So again, this is the lateral ventricle, and then medially we have the third ventricle, but obviously it's no longer visualized in this section of the specimen.
Ano pa? Ang mga gyrus.
Oh,
Ito.
Ano
This
ba?
more.
The midbrain.
This is the thalamus.
Oh yeah, thalamus.
This is
And
the
then below it.
thalamus.
Okay.
And then descending into the midbrain and the spinal cord, and you know na.
The rest is history, huh?
Okay. Game for the gyri in this view. Oh, before yeah. At this section is you're going to see the
What?
fifth lobe.
Yes,
Shut up,
that's
yeah.
right, huh?
The fifth lobe, which
Yes.
is the
Going
limbic
deeper
lobe.
from the...
Yay, the limbic lobe, yung mga emotions, gano'n,
Yes.
memory.
Kayo, mga
Kapag
emo-
fragile si Tasha, laging triggered yun yung charot.
Fragile si Toot!
Fragile si Toot. Okay.
Okay.
Gyri.
And soul possessed.
Soul possessed. Game.
Soul sign. Okay.
Game.
Oh, the cingulate gyrus is right above the corpus callosum. And then...
It runs along the
Ikaw
corpus
na.
callosum.
Okay.
It runs along the superior border of your corpus callosum.
Yun, mas
Oh,
kompleto.
galing! Oh.
Ano pa ba?
Ano pa?
Let's determine the central sulcus
Medial
from
frontal-
the medial char.
Medial frontal gyrus.
Medial frontal gyrus again. It's this one. Shut up. Ito tama ba? Ito no?
Yeah, above
This
the
one.
cingulate sulcus.
Ito
Diba?
yung cingulate
That-
sulcus.
Sulcus is that the
This one.
space. Okay.
Yeah.
Above that is the medial frontal gyrus. And then posterior to that is the marginal sulcus.
Posterior, so this one is the marginal.
Sulcus. No, it's
Ay, this one?
Ito probably.
Ito?
Yeah.
Okay, marginal sulcus.
Yeah. And then
For the forceps.
we have the precuneus.
Precuneus, where is it? Okay, posterior to the marginal sulcus, you're going to see the
precuneus.
precuneus, and then posterior again to the precuneus, you're going to see the parietal occipital sulcus. So as you can see, this sulcus right here divides the parietal lobe from the occipital lobe medially.
Hence the term.
Hence the term parietal occipital.
Yes.
So in the in the occipital lobe right here, you can see that there's another distinct
Sulcus.
sulcus. This is your calcarine fissure right here. So the importance of the calcarine fissure is to determine it is the area of your visual sense. So above the calcarine fissure, you're going to have your cuneus, and then inferior to that, it's your lingual gyrus. So both of which participate in your visual processing.
Ano pa ba?
What else can we see here?
Paracentral lobule.
Okay, so the paracentral lobule is located at the medial side of your Brodmann area, or your precentral, no? Dito.
Ito.
Pre and
Paracentral lobule.
The paracentral.
Before the marginal sulcus.
So this is the marginal sulcus. So ito.
So ito. Yan.
Okay.
That's the paracentral lobule.
Again, the paracentral lobule is located anterior to the
Marginal
sulcus, which is this line. So again, anterior, this is your paracentral lobule.
it includes the post-central gyrus, the
Here,
central
at the superior
sulcus,
part.
and the pre-central gyrus. So those are your primary motor, your primary somatosensory
Sensory.
cortices.
Okay.
Okay, so
Also your
to
basics.
So
to
in
reiterate what Miss Toot just told us,
Pangit
again,
ang bato.
laterally you can see this one, the post-central gyrus and the pre-central
Pre-central
gyrus,
gyrus.
and then
This-
you follow the path of these
Gyrus.
gyri, so leading you to this area. This area again is the
paracentral.
paracentral lobule, anterior to the marginal sulcus.
So ito, additional lang. Brodmann area 17, 18, 19.
Is
Doon
the
sa may
17, 18, 19.
visual association.
17 is primary visual cortex and 18 and 19 is the visual association located sa lingual gyrus.
Point that out there.
Lingual
There.
gyrus, yeah. So, another important
Ano pa ba?
thing is that, as you can see this notch right here.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the parietal occipital notch. That it is actually an important here.
That notch.
It is more. You can appreciate it more on the lateral side, right here.
Yeah.
So it is an important demarcation since on the lateral side you cannot see the parietal occipital fissure right here. So looking from the lateral side, that is your landmark in differentiating or demarcating which part of the brain is already the parietal or the occipital lobe.
So ano pa? Interthalamic adhesion. Nakikita mo dyan.
Adhesion
Yung below.
here.
So,
Yes.
so locate the thalamus first and then.
Locate here.
That's the thalamus.
Give.
Yan.
Ano pa ba?
Give
Ano pa
what?
ba? Anterior horn. Ay, sinabi mo na pala
Nasabi
yun.
ko na.
Splenium parietal. Nasabi mo na. Okay, that's it.
Pericallosal sulcus. Nasabi mo.
Pericallosal. Ito yun.
Yeah.
So this is, again, just above the
Corpus
corpus callosum.
callosum.
You have the pericallosal sulcus. It is important because it is the pathway of your anterior cerebral artery. because again, your anterior cerebral artery supplies
the medial.
medial area of your frontal and your parietal lobe, and also the a bit of your superior area. More on the blood supply to other lectures. Thank you, and that's
Mabuhay!
mabuhay from Philippine Airlines.